Alright, that's real nice, very nice. So I had to put you up really high. And now you're like, bitch, this angle is a little too tall. The problem is, I am very tall, so it's hard to get the camera to like, it's always like shows from here down. If I, the tripod is not tall enough. The lens is here this time. The tripod is not tall enough, okay? I had to put it on the toilet. I'm doing a different video today. I think I need to turn the air lower. It's already making me hot. I also just realized, I didn't eat, so I just threw a protein shake bag, and it's like almost 2 o'clock. Like I haven't been forcing myself to eat when I wake up in the morning. I'm like, make yourself eat so you don't go crazy. It's like, this is what I'm like, this is what happens. I start going loopy because I'm like, oh, whoops. I also just realized I didn't take my medication. I haven't had like a routine lately. Not that I like routines. I like to chill. I'm like very happy to not have a routine. I do have fleas. I have no routine and fleas. So that's how it's going. I feel like this bathroom is like a microphone for the building because I can always hear stuff way louder in here. So I'm like, oh, do they hear me like doing this? It's a pizza shop too, so it would be like multiple customers hearing me like do my bathroom bits. Alright, so I just reorganized all of my little cubbies and I got my makeup. This is all the makeup I own. I'm going to show you oh good, I meant to put new toilet papers here. I usually keep toilet paper here, but I'm like, I'm going to need it for makeup. Maybe that's why I should stop. No, I should at least have one roll there in case anyone comes over and needs another roll. Like in my head, I'm always like, what if I have a guest and I need like 10 extra rolls of toilet paper for them to choose from? I don't have guests. That's also why I'm like, oh, I need to. I'm like, oh, I want to like hang out and talk to people, but I also don't want to commit to like a whole like. Even an hour sounds like a lot right now. I'm like, I also just like want to chill with myself and talk out loud. Like not necessarily to anybody, but also kind of to somebody. All right. I need to start with the primer. Oh, I didn't even introduce this. I'm gonna do my makeup. Right? Like, how much of this are you able? I'm like, okay, there's the tripod, the toilet wipes. Oh, but you can't see my, whatever. I need to get a new piece for behind. Whatever. I'm so used to looking this way, in this general direction. It's here, over here. I'm getting hot. I'm like, oh, I didn't eat. I mean, I did have a protein shake, but I'm like, oh, I'm already sweating. But I feel like I always get hot when I do my makeup anyway, because it's like, you're adding stuff to your face. Something about being under the lights, maybe that's part of it. So, alright, so this is something I feel like people are curious about, and I also don't ever like, I have very many things to say. Alright, I don't like makeup, I don't like to wear it. I mean, I get it, I feel like I do it out of like, this is mineral sunscreen, by the way. Turns out the government is killing us through sunblock that is not mineral. What you want is to look like a Victorian ghost. So this will keep you A++ albino white, AA+, one of them, and it will leave a white residue. And that will basically stay on. That really does not fade. I mean, it'll fade a little the more you rub it in, but it's also like I don't rub it in too hard either. I mean, you can rub it in a lot. I feel like it's good when it's still white on top, in general, for this kind anyway. I'm already dizzy. Hello, boys. So, but yeah, it never really goes away, which is how you know it's working. And it's not like a regular sunblock that like, I mean, I love it, like, it smells like sunblock. It doesn't have any of that. None of those chemicals, which I kind of miss, but I have very sensitive eyes, especially, and whenever I wear sunblock, before, it would get into this scar right here, and I would always, like, have a burning sensation. It would, like, fuck up my day all the time. I'm like, oh, I can't go out. Even now, I feel like, anyway, so here are a few reasons. I'm like, I don't like to wear makeup a lot. It's heavy on my face. Also, it's just, like, a lie. Like, why would I even, like, try to attempt an illusion over this? Like, what? Get over it. But also, I feel like it's also one of those things when you wear it, people are like, oh, you do, it's so good. Like, duh, we all do. It's called lying. It's a deceitful practice, and also it's, like, heavy as fuck on your face. And it's also full of chemicals. Do you know how expensive organic makeup is? I, like, threw all my makeup out a long time ago, and, like, also just restarted just very recently, within the last year. I was like, maybe I'll just, like, I do like to just decorate myself at this point. Like, I did start getting into that. That was when I couldn't paint and do real art, so it's like, I just started doing it on myself. And, like, I haven't gone back to doing my nails since I, like, get acrylic all over, you know, stuff like that. So, like, I'm not trying to, like, whatever. I'm, like, getting hot. So I like to wear, like, a nasty t-shirt. Anyway, I was like, I should do a video where I, like, show you, like, my transformation into, like a heteronormative white woman, just a soccer mom coming to get her kids, pick her kids up. Alright, so this, what I was going to say is this sunblock, mineral sunblock, works as an amazing primer. Hello, it's a great little canvas starter. And also, it's like, you're going to want to need it because your face is going to be white. You're going to need a little bronzer. Even if you got sun, you won't be able to see a suntan under this. But it's good because it's SPF 70. Alright, what else? Anyway, I feel like, it's always heavy on my face. It's always like, oh, I just redid my brushes. So one of the things I don't understand, I need to get, you know what, I should get a jar. Yeah, let me get a jar. This one seems kind of high. I know I have a smaller jar somewhere, but I'm not in the mood to. I just washed my brushes. Alright, let me keep them out there. I don't like the sponge trend that happened. I don't understand why we're doing that. I'm like, I thought we were all good with brush. Like, why did we stop using brushes? Like, it doesn't look better. It cakes more, like, it cakes on. I don't know why we thought beating it with a sponge was correct. You do better with, like, using your hands, I feel like. You know? So, when I was 13 years old, for my 13th birthday, one of my mom's clients got me a makeover at Fifi Mahoney's in the French Quarter, and that is where all the drag queens are, and a makeup artist named Booth, who I loved, my heart and soul, taught me how to do my makeup at that age, including my mouth, which I still don't get right. I don't even do my mouth anymore, especially now, but in a way that would taught me all the drag tricks, and taught me how to, like, make my upper lip appear more even, which was like, I, like, was obsessed with it for years. I was like, oh my god, like, it looks, and that's also why I kind of reverted back to, I'm like, but then, like, I get, like, literally one drop of water. Anyway, I'll get to that point in a little bit. But I learned how to do my makeup at that age from this, like, brilliant makeup artist in this, like, drag queen wig shop that sells, like, $800 wigs, you know, like, just, like, art wigs. I was selling my cards in there for a while, I need to go back. I literally just like stopped going. Like I just didn't go back for a long time, and I keep being like, oh, I have to go back and be like, by the way, this is bronzer. So I only buy. First of all, it's like very hard to get certified organic makeup. It's like, it's not just like all natural. Anything could be like natural makeup. Certified organic is like a very hard label for them to attain. And I can tell the difference between, especially with having scars on my face and having like real sensitivity, because it's like going into your pores, and like I always get super sweaty, and like I have toxins coming out of me, like there's like stuff blocking my face from breathing. So now it's like I have like this extra weight and like extra reason to sweat. When I stopped wearing makeup like completely, I was just like, I don't know, not that I ever really did it, but no, I did get to a point where I'm like, I'm not even gonna like worry about going in public anymore with me. Like I grew up in a home that was very like, don't leave the house without makeup ever. Like once I was like 12 or 13, they're like, this is the rules. This is the rules of womanhood, honey. Don't ever leave the house without makeup. That is literally, which is fine. I mean, a lot of people, you know, obviously I don't do that. Obviously I don't subscribe to that, and it's fine. Wait, is this setting powder? Anyway, Babe Blue. Oh, this is what I need. The only thing I don't have is I don't have a good brush set yet, but I also recently came to the conclusion that, so I just use my like fingers for this. Oh, I was gonna do it in the mirror. I guess I can do it. No, let me do it right here. So I put it over the scar. Anyway, this is called Bay Blue. Bay as in bay. Like, what up, Bay? And then, but it's like hella expensive. It's like one little eyeshadow this big, like the size of a penny, is like $20. You know, like, but it's like an investment. It's like you're gonna keep, it's better than just buying a ton of shitty makeup that's like, you don't know what's in it. And also it's like you never go through all of your makeup. There's never gonna be a time in your fucking life where you're gonna be like, I'm out of this eyeshadow color. Or I'm out of, I don't know. I mean, I guess if you're throwing it away when it's expired, which I also feel like nobody really does. So I've been trying to like take away the synthetic fibers and like everything synthetic out of my life. I feel like maybe in an effort to like ward off fakeness in general. So I was like, oh, I don't think I want synthetic brush bristles. Like I'm trying not to have anything polyester in my house as much as possible. And so usually I'll do, I wish I did have a smaller brush, because I would be like, no. I was like, ooh, I could, no. I don't want to use a brush that I have acrylics on. I am using the lens as like a, yeah, I have a big vein right here. It's like uncomfortable. Anyway, this is like 10 hours of work. I know, I feel like so many people are like, oh no, like I can do my makeup in like, 5 minutes before, like I did this quick little routine. It's like, no, bitch. There's no quick routine, okay? Even when you act like there is, it's not. And also I get it, because it's like people are like, wow, it looks so much better. I'm like, I know, that's why I don't want you to get used to it. Like, I'm not trying to give it to you all the time. Very little pressure is what I like to work with. So, but also when I feel like I have to, like, be a proper adult, or like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a lot. But, okay, so also I was gonna say, I feel like maybe if I start doing it again, this is part of why I think I did it before too, where I was like, maybe if I just start doing it, not necessarily just to like hang out in my house, because that's kind of what today is. I was like, oh, what am I gonna do? Do this to hang out in my house? Which, I hate when people are like, I do it for me. Like, I do it to like hang out in my house. Like, it's like, bitch, no you don't. You do it for like buried psychological reasons, and like, I just refuse to not like my face. It's just like, I don't, enough people don't. Like, you know, like, I don't give a fuck. I mean, it's like, I give a fuck, but not, like, I refuse to like have that be something that like, you know, dictates whatever, blah, blah, blah. But then also, it's like, I understand why it would be beneficial to do it in the sense that, like, once you have it on, you're like, well, I don't want to waste this fucking face. Like, I have to do the most today. Like, I have to, like, get this, and this done. And I may as well go here, and I may as well... Okay, however, and I will say, especially walking on foot and not, like, driving and stuff, which, whatever, I've made peace with it, but I'm just saying, this is, like, another major reason I never like to wear it. It is so fucking hot here. If I do wear it, it's in the winter time, and even then, just for a few hours, because it, like, makes me crazy. And even then, it's usually just the eyes. Like, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I don't do all this. Fuck this. This is gonna sweat off and be disgusting and, like, get inside of me, and then and if I'm in a bar and I'm, like, smoking and drinking, like, I'll be, like, alcohol will be coming out this way, smoke will be going on this way. It's not pretty for anyone. So, that being said, oh, I just realized, like, oh, I'm not even looking in the mirror still. I really want my eyebrows tinted. Like, the one thing I don't like to do, really, I mean, of many, like, I like to, like, have a strong brow, and that is one of my the more exciting things. Anyway, it's so hot, you will sweat your makeup off within moments. Like, I can't, like, walk around my neighborhood with makeup on. Do you know how horrible that is? I just, literally, like, sweat will be coming off of my eyelids when I'm walking. Like, do you understand what I'm saying? It's like, why are we expected? It just makes no sense. Ideally, I would like to have nice skin, nice enough to not have to, like, worry about makeup, which started happening a little more in my favor once I stopped wearing makeup in general. My skin cleared up a lot more. Even this is, like, organic as shit. I'll still get, like, zips and stuff. Like, I'll still get, like, spots from after I wear this. It's like, again, the most expensive shit that I own is, like, in this. It's like, if someone were to rob me and took, like, my TV and all my weed and whatever, I would, like, as long as they didn't take this, I'd be like, this is so expensive and irreplaceable. I'm like, I'd be like, this is, like, and it's, like, I never use it. It'll go out as, I don't know, but... yeah, why don't we, like, do you not see how much fluffier a brush is? Like, why are we not? Alright, so I do a powder foundation because I'm oily as hell and it's always hot out. And a powder foundation is where it's at. It's like, you forget about powder foundations, I feel like, because you want, like, oh, I want full coverage. Bitch, I don't want full anything. Like, I don't even want to do this. This is already, like, too much. Do a little concealer and then powder foundation. Alright, and if I want to be a bit of a drag queen about it... oh, you know what? I do have liquid foundation, though. Because I did... maybe... for some... I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if... it does get so heavy on your face. I mean, this stuff is the least heavy stuff in the world that I've ever tried, but it's like... even this, even after a couple hours, all makeup, it's like, it's still something sitting on your face, and it's like, bleh, I can't, like, just do this, and, like, I hate it. I mean, like, duh, obviously I hate it. What am I, oh, where did that, oh, it's in here. I didn't think it was. I used to have everything in a much wider thing, and now I'm remembering so I could see everything. I'm like, why am I using this much of a box for makeup? Anyway. So, powder foundation, maybe a little liquid. Like, let's say we're going real fancy. Let's say we're going, which I don't even know. I don't even think I wore makeup. No, I did. Like, yeah, like, let's say we're going to a wedding. Everyone, and like, I would just do this alone, like, maybe no eyes sometimes, because it's like, sometimes I'm like, how much do I not want to offend people today? I don't know, like, just do this part and no eyes, because it's like, I'm just so not trying to have stuff weighing my eyeballs down, or whatever. It just feels like, alright, so, why wouldn't you do this with a brush? So what I learned about brushes in my hunt to find good brushes, which I still haven't found, it's like, it's better to use non-synthetic fiber, like goat hair or whatever, for powder, which is mostly what I do anyway, and then liquids, it's better to use synthetic fibers. I truly don't think there's a difference between any makeup brushes. I feel like it's all just like some gross, like, luxury capital stand or something, you know. It's like, they're all the same, like, they're all the same. It's like, if you know what you're doing with it, not necessarily that I do, but it's like, you kind of figure it out. I mean, as brush wise, like, yes, there are different, like, there's premium brushes, sure, but ultimately, I don't think brushes should be super expensive, like, $200 brushes and stuff like that. I'm like, I feel like you either know what you're doing or you don't. Like, you don't need like an amazing brush. You could literally use any brush. And makeup artists would be like, no, that's not true. It's like a really good makeup artist could use a fucking like rock and a toothbrush and make you glow. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the tools. It's like when people in film are like talking about their camera qualities, and they're like, oh, I got this HP, like, 1080, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, if what you're filming sucks, the quality doesn't matter. Like, you could film on the shittiest piece of shit, and if your story is good, or whatever your content is, like, it's like when you watch an old movie. It's like, you forget after a second the quality. Like, it's like, you notice it for a second. But it's like, even if something had snow on it the whole time, like, you could truly have, like, the worst quality device ever. Whether it's, like, makeup brushes. I just don't want, like, I feel like the $200 brush, like, hundreds of dollars for brushes is, like, that is literally a 25-cent product, like, maybe $20, like, I don't know, like, I can't, watch me end up being like, so I got this new brush set for $350 by Ulta. Anyway, I did order from Ulta recently, because my wife told me about some dry conditioner. I was like, oh, that's a thing now, I should try that, because I haven't ordered, I ran out of, you know, like, I had jojoba oil, jojoba oil. I had jojoba oil left over from October. What am I doing? I really don't want to do anything more than this, but let's say I'm gonna bronze. I'm just gonna use all of it just to show you. Alright. I also, okay. I didn't get more spray. I was like, I need more, like, light mist conditioner. I love a good, I haven't done dry shampoo ever since I started, like, oh yeah, that's right. Ever since I started, like, sucking the oils out of my hair. Wait, is this? Oh, it's a setting powder. Where's my bronzer? The bronzer is, like, here's the thing with, like, organic quality. It's like, the bronzer powder, like, comes apart like this automatically. It doesn't have whatever, like, glue and gasoline they're putting in, like, you know, your Kylie Cosmetics or whatever, alright, this is, like, a scary part. To, like, pack it together is what I was saying earlier. Okay, this is, like, almost sweet. Alright, so let's say, this is why I wear a shirt under it too. So everyone's always like, oh my god, the bronzer powder is like all horrible. It's like, really? Alright, so I have like 25 chins, right? You're just like, whoa, chin, 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 chin. There's just like one here, one here, one here. You know, they're everywhere. It's like, calm down, bitch. Drink some tea. Drink some canada tea today. Still too many chins. They don't go away. So, put a little shadow on there. Just put a little shadow. No big whoop. My mom was like, I thought you were gonna dye your hair back to brown, which I was. First of all, it's like, bitch, what if I change my mind? But I do want to. Couple of things. Although I always remember one of the reasons I don't want to. Because I'm like, why don't I? And one of them is like the contrast between the whiteness of my face and the darkness of my hair. You can see like the shape of it too well, and I kind of like how it washes out my face a little bit, which is like, sucks to say. Sucks that that's the reality, but I'm like, oh, because this is too much, like, it kind of just like becomes a jungle into like the wild blonde hair because it's like the same color or something. Like, you can't really tell as, maybe you can, I don't know. I think that's part of it though, because when I went back to dark hair with my dark red, I was like, oh, I forgot you can really see the contrast. But also I do think I look a lot better with dark hair. Here's the thing, mamacita. You can't, okay, so it's really hard, first of all, to find like a good dark semi-permanent dye that doesn't A, wash out to like a rusty orange, or B, or like, I mean, that red that I used before, that was labeled as maroon, first of all, but I was like, I'll take fire red or whatever. Or not maroon. It was labeled as like a dark brown with like a maroon tint, but it was just like all red, which is fine, but it washed out like in a couple of weeks. I mean, it just washes out like, and that's what all semi-permanent dyes do. Like, a lot of times they lift to like a really ugly color where I would have to keep doing it again anyway. My point is, you're not really supposed to put ammonia. That's why I never understand how Kylie and them just go back to having brown hair like after a day. Like, did you just pay like $10 million for someone to figure the science out for that? Maybe I should read more. So I'm like, I do want to grow my hair out to a point where I can like put, you know, a regular permanent dye that won't like kill it. But you're not supposed to put ammonia over a bleached hair. I don't know how people go back to brown. I would like to, ideally, but whatever. Also, I'm like, am I trying to pay for a new box of hair dye or just use what I have for now and like get over it? But I do want to put purple in. If not today, then tamales. I don't know. I'm hungry. Oh, right. Let's see. I mean, okay, is this the best job? No. Like, I don't even want to do more than this, okay? But honestly, it's like, I've already invested this much energy. Alright, so I don't have a ton of options to choose from because, again, they're $20 a piece, so that means what I'm holding in my hand is $80. Yeah, I'm gonna get to these in a second. Hold. Okay. This is how much big the eyeshadows are. They're 20 a piece. So this is $80 I'm holding in my hand. Roughly 100 because there's taxes, you guys. So I'm gonna do this one. This one. Maybe a combo of all of them. I'd like to get my money's worth. So what I love about these is that it's like, hello, 8th grade, what's up? I can't even imagine being an 8th grader with like a brush set. You know, like 8th graders are probably getting for Christmas like fancy brush sets. They're like little artists with their little face. This is what we had. And I love them. And I think it's more hygienic for your eye if you're using a new thing every time versus a brush that you may not have washed. Like, you know, you get lazy with your brushes. You're like, my skin's not that bad when I put it on. And you just won't, like, maybe you haven't washed it every single time in between each use because it takes forever. I wanted to do this video like 2 days ago and I was like, I have to wash my brushes. That's disgusting. Anyway, that's probably why people have multiple brush sets, which is also probably why you should only be paying like $7 for them or whatever, because it's like, they're all synthetic, they're all doing the same thing. Why am I still ranting about makeup brushes? I'm trying to tell you why you should go back to applicators. I think you can get a better, press, and you can apply it more precisely and evenly. I know you're saying like, bitch, you is crazy right now. I know it, I hear you. But I'm gonna prove it to you, watch. Alright, so I like to do my lid. This one, a lot of the times the colors make no sense. Like, this is called peach ice. It's literally white, so it's like, what? I guess that makes sense. It's like a peachy color. But there's one of them that's like labeled as something, and it's like, that's not the color you would think it is, but it's fine. I like them all. Alright, so it's gonna, I'm gonna be able to blend it, I swear. I know what you're about, I know what you're saying, I know what you're thinking, and I know what you're saying. But it's gonna be great. How I do my makeup, like the 8th grader in the back of the class was like autism or whatever, going to like the 8th grade dance, right? Am I going to the 8th grade dance? All right. Ayo. That is autism though, right? How I have to break out into song every, like, I started realizing, I'm like, that's something that is a tick or something, right? But also it's like, or what? Like, called what? Joy? Is that joy? Babe, what? So I'm singing the same line of a song every 5 seconds, whatever. Ayo, it's whichever one I'm feeling. And that bridge is so good. 2 and 2, I like, keep not remembering where I put it. I really need to eat. I'm like getting to the, why do I do these videos? I'm always like, ayo, I'm like ready and popping to do them. And then I'm like, oh, I didn't think to eat before I did this with my inspo. Heard you ride with the same Joe. Alright, so this is, okay, I'm going to show you my 8th grade trick. So you put it on 1, this is for the crease, okay? Should this be the thumbnail? I don't know how to do it. I mean, I could figure it out on a computer, but I refuse. It's like, I wish they let you do thumbnails within the app. I'm like, I refuse to do anything beyond out of my phone. I'm like, if this is going directly through my phone, I will not put any more effort into this. Ayo! So I put it on this. It's like, a mutant helps you do your makeup. Okay, so see how there's nothing on there and it's like this. And then I kind of dab it like this, like boop, 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 boop. See that? Boop, 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 boop. This is how mommy does her makeup. Gross, I'm gross. This is my, okay, so then kind of just do a little bit of that. I'm telling you, if you know what you're doing, right? It's like, I don't need a fucking $10,000, and also it's like, I don't wash them enough for them to be useful unless I had multiple brush sets that I was constantly keeping in like dust-free environments, which I do not have with this kitty cat Mau Mau. I'm like, what am I gonna close out, I don't know. Like, I'm not this is more hygienic to me personally. If you're a trash bag like me, or just a normal person, I feel like these are like $2.99, and sure, maybe we're polluting the earth. Maybe they don't compose into the earth. I don't know, but they're not going to compose into my eye. Like, your eyes are so sensitive. Alright, so here's another problem. I start to drool a lot. And I'm like, oh, hey, yo. I have a humidifier coming. I'm really excited. I'm gonna do my hair up to, well, I don't know. I don't know how much of this transformation. This is already a 40-minute thing. It's like, what? Alright, so I'm just saying, if you're slumming it like grandma, right? Is this grandma showing you makeup? Grandma's showing you how to do makeup, honey. Come in here. Grandma's on the YouTube. Hey, yo. Alright. Might be a little gold. Alright, so I'm like, am I doing a daytime look? I don't know looks. It's like, I don't really, these are the things. So like, let's say, it's like a gold or a bronze antique penny. So this is like a brown, I think. And I'm just like, lightly. Oh, what is that? Freaking Neapolitan McFriggin' ice cream right there? Yeah, that's how grandma does makeup. I am such grandma, right? Grandma's gonna teach tricks. Oh my god. Anyway, I was just like, maybe I should do the process. I'm not even going anywhere today. I just was like, well, now it's like, but I feel like if I start to do this and then I'll be like, yeah, I guess I'll go do this. But it is truly like, but even that is like, I either won't show up at all. Like, it has to be something real decent and fancy for me to bother. Like, I'm not gonna put makeup on and go to the Shake Shack. Maybe I would, just to celebrate the day. It's really like what you're feeling. Also, it's just like, I don't know. I'm like, I'll sound that patriarchy. But that, like, it's also like, I feel like a clown right now. There's a lot of feelings that come up. Ayo, but also I'm like, oh my god, I'm so pretty afterwards. Well, sometimes. Other times I'm like, oh, I did not hit the mark this time. I should invest in some brushes. Just a little dab of gold right there. Just a little dab. That's all you need. Just a little dab. Ayo. And then I'm done, bitch. Then I don't ever use that again and I don't have to worry about it. Period. Right? It's going right by your eyeballs, dog. Like, just be safe and careful and like ultra hygienic, which I am clearly not. I mean, I do the best I can. We all do. But like, I just don't want you getting pink eye from your little eye brushes. Okay. Ayo. So what I really do love, oh wait, I'll use this to like blend it out. Right? And it's like not bad. You're like, oh my god. I mean, like, pretend you don't see anything here. And you're like, wait a minute, is that a supermodel I'm looking at? Yes, it's me. Okay, so, oh, I forgot before I throw those out. I used one end of them, that's okay. To like pull this. Should I do it in the viewfinder? This is like the weirdest video because I have to look over here. What fucking sliced my thumb off earlier. I'm like, am I unintentionally doing blood sacrifice? Like, why do I keep slicing? What, not even with a knife, with a fucking thermos? Thug? Mug. Listen, I don't have time to learn the vocabulary. Wait, this isn't... Wait, what is this? Physician's formula. I'm like, I didn't put this back. I'm afraid this... Yeah, wait. This is correct. This is paper. This is suspect. This is physician's formula. I think it is... It's either certified organic or like the closest that you can get. Oh wait, this is Ayo. That's right. Alright, so but we're only doing this. I like a basic eyeliner, like a very basic cat eye, and I like a big, thick one. Like I'm talking Cleopatra coming at you in your, like, but I can't look at, I don't know why I keep thinking I can do that. Oh, these like never work unless I have like nothing on. That's right. If I'm not wearing like anything under, it will be, I need to have better posture to shoot at this angle. That's what I'm like learning. Oh, I need to like, ayo. Alright, so this is Honest. So let's see if Jessica, and it's liquid. Jessica Alba. I don't know if I read bad reviews about, I don't know why I picked I remember I like did a lot. I don't know if they're like, because it's like, is Honest certified? Like, are they certified? I thought they were just like an elf, like all natural, but like not certified. Right, but I think it's probably one of the best that I figured out. Why am I doing it in the fucking viewfinder? I can't even see. I either won't do eyes at all, like an eyeliner, but like I'll just do a shadow. Did I blink it up? No. Alright, so this is how Grandma does this. Right? Am I your grandma? Really hard. I don't know if I'm ever. I wish I had a beat in the background or something. Darn. Alright, so this is obviously. Okay, wait, let me see if I can fix it without having to go back. If I didn't, I'm just not gonna go back. I like cannot do a fixer-upper. This is also why I don't do this unless it's at night and I know I'm gonna be in the AC. Or I may never do this because it's such a, especially in humidity, it's like, it's not worth it. What do I got? Whatever. It's also like, whatever. There's enough, like, to be worth. It's like, whatever. Alright, so. I don't know. It's like I never know. I'm like, well, I tried. I'm not gonna go back and try to fix it. But something to like kind of make the illusion of a lift. Might not be the best. It might not be ready for Vogue magazine or nothing, but it could be something nice. Might be a nice little trick you try with your grandma at home. This is my new segment called "This Is How Grandma Does It." All right. Am I done with this? No, because I might need to. I'm gonna hold on to this for a second. Why do I keep? Okay. So with these, also, I feel like are total. I feel like all mascara. No one tells you this, but I really think this is like, you have to use it like a wand, like a paintbrush first. And the tip, where all the gunk is, you get the bottom. Or as close to the bottom as you can get. Go up, 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 up. Then you use it like a brush. Right? This is like, come on, wake up. Did it evaporate? Maybe I already spent my $20 worth. I'm like, is this? I wouldn't think it's expired yet. It's been less than a year. Who knows? Alright, anyway, sometimes you have to go in with your finger. Yeah, but the brush thing, that they're like, oh, with 9,000 more bristles than ever before, the new Rimmel London, you know, Butthole Outlast, or whatever. It's like, bro, you can literally take the cheapest, like, piece of shit dollar store item and do the do. I don't know, I'll have to think of a catchphrase. BRB with that. But honestly, it's like your fingers also do the trick. It's like, this is how makeup began. It's like your fingers were made for creating. I don't know why. Is there anything in this mascara? Alright. Again, maybe you won't get the best results. Maybe you won't, maybe it won't shine like the drag queens, but it'll be safe for your eyes. And if you have sensitive eyes like grandma, then you may enjoy it. Please subscribe to grandma. Alright. So these are my eyes. Oh, and for the grand finale, I usually don't do the mouth. Straight up. I'll be like, especially now, it has gotten like more misshapen than it has ever in my life. I am so hungry. That was a dizzy, like, bitch, you are dizzy and you need to get something to eat. Why are you doing your makeup? I hope they didn't drop my package off. I'm like, is my dry conditioner here? Okay. I can't remember what I was saying. I'm like too. Okay. Real quick. So I don't usually do this part. As soon as I eat or like have, I sharpen it. As soon as I eat or have, what am I trying to say? Here's the big one. Or like a droplet of water, anything, it'll like disappear. It's like, unless I get my like mouth tattooed, which I wouldn't even be able to do potentially until after I had like a final surgery and everything was settled, which like could be never. Like I can't, whatever. So okay. I never do this part right. Like I always overdo this. Like the trick is to like do it way under than what you would think. Alright, so something like that. Alright. Does that look more even? Does it look like a mouth? Did I do too much? This is the problem. I'm always like, oh, like I'll like look at it for too long and I'm like, oh, but then I could do this, and I like go wild with it. I'm like, I don't want to go too wild, but also I don't want to go real wild. Alright, also, it's like every time you mess up on this side or go too high on this side, you want to go higher on this side to even it out, and you start having like a match. And it's like, bitch, steady your hand. Okay. Is that... I should have the camera lower and just deal with how like this is not how people... I mean, I'm like 10 feet taller than everyone. I should just have the camera looking up like, what up? So embrace your energy. I really need some water. I'm like so dehydrated. This works as a lip liner and a lipstick. And I feel like it naturally becomes that. And then I have a Burt's Bees, that's right, gloss that I'll do. And I'm ready to pick up my kids from soccer practice. So what? Who cares? Alright, so this is my white woman costume. Oh wait, no, this isn't it. Hold on. So then I take off the shirt that I'm going to do the makeup in. That's got all the bronzer on it. As you see, this is like the shirt that like whatever can get spilled on cheeseburgers, beer, anything you want. And I'll be right back with like a final look, I guess, or I don't know. My back is starting to hurt and I really want to eat. I might do another version of this where I don't have my tits out, but I fucking hate. I wouldn't keep my hair like this either, sorry. I forgot. It's like too hard for me to like. So the problem with like having your hair be like that is like you have to constantly either be conditioning it or span condition. I don't want to talk about it, but brushing it will fry it out real fast if you don't know how to do it, which I don't. I really don't. I'm like, I don't think I'm doing this right. I'm kind of just doing this. And it's like, first of all, I'm not trying to do beachy waves. I just cannot brush it down without it frizzing out and looking gnarly. I don't know how to take care of my hair. And I don't like to, this is like a, I'm tricking you with a heteronormative look that is a false ideal. This feels very strange. Well, this feels more me actually. I mean, this is very comfortable. This is linen, I think. Just look at this, and this is like, it's like a knitted something. I forgot to look at the tab. Viscose, maybe. Anyway, I'm going to my picnic in Connecticut, or I'm gonna go pick up my kids from school in Connecticut and go drink wine with the ladies and just gab. Just gab. Alright, so I feel so fake in this. I really don't want it. I need to put I'm like getting hot. I need to put like a metal shirt on. Hold on. very annoying. But also, it's like, oh my god, like, am I like a Barbie doll or something? Like, what is this? Like, this is an illusion. Fun, but scary. Oh, and I like completely, I cannot handle I just never do the mouth. And like, I can't even, it's not even in the realm of possibilities. I am so tired. Instead of making food, I was like, I'm just gonna drink a protein shake. Premier protein shakes. Premier spelled without the E at the end. Because it's a little too premier for that. Save my life every time because I will forget to eat for long periods of time. I have to figure out what to eat so I can be slightly sane again. Okay. I guess that's all I wanted to say. I feel like I had something else to say. I might come back. I don't know. Bye.